LBJ grows up in Johnson City, Texas, which is really the middle of nowhere at the time. There's no electricity, there's no running water. It's a very small town. And he sees in his childhood his father go from rags to riches to rags. So much of Johnson's childhood is spent virtually impoverished, very poor, understanding the sting of poverty to a large extent. And I think it has a searing effect on him. His mother is one of the few educated, college-educated women, not only in Texas, but in the United States of America at that time, and believes in education and tries to instill that in Lyndon Johnson. LBJ sees his potential from an early age. In fact, he brags to schoolmates when he's in elementary school that he's going to be president of the United States one day. So he has these lofty ambitions. But again, I don't think he had an appreciation for education until much later. So education becomes enormously important if LBJ is going to achieve the ambitions that he has for himself. So getting an education fundamentally changed Lyndon Johnson's life. And I think he understands the transformational nature of education after he goes to what is now Texas State University. He had these grand ambitions, and he would not have realized it had he not gone to college. His presidency is ultimately about creating opportunity for Americans. So one of the many things he does is sign the Elementary and Secondary Education Act and the Higher Education Act, which essentially lifts many of the boundaries that Americans had. He wanted to create opportunity in all different areas of life for America. And again, I think that starts because of the experience that he had in San Marcos. There's a reason that LBJ went back to Texas State to sign the Higher Education Act into law. It shows the importance of that institution in his life. And I think his hope that so many Americans will have access to a college education just as he did, and the hope that it will be as transformational for them as it was for him. I think many students in San Marcos might not understand how important LBJ's presidency is. We're sitting at the LBJ Library, and to my right is a shadow box containing the pens that LBJ used to sign bills into law in 1 year of his presidency, 1965. And so you see in that year the creation of Medicaid and Medicare, Head Start, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, the National Endowment for the Humanities, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Higher Education Act, the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, which is a profusion of federal aid to education for the first time, the Highway Beautification Act, the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act, the Immigration Act, which is the most transformational immigration legislation in the history of our country, and the Voting Rights Act. That's 1 year of the Johnson presidency, and essentially it creates the foundation for modern America. That's why Texas State students should be very proud of this alumnus.